I'm going to call this video the lazy way of winterizing your boat. Now, I have a more in-depth video that I'll plug in the description down below, but if you follow the few basic steps I show you in this video, I promise you, your block is not going to crack over winter and you're going to be okay. We're going to keep this real elementary. It happens to be on a Mercrusier, but this should go for really any inboard-outboard boat. Here we go. All right, now if you watch my other video, you'll see there is a large list of reasons and things you should do to properly winterize your boat, but by far the most important is getting the water out of the inside of your engine block. You have a cast iron engine block, and as you can see from this, if you didn't already know, water expands when it freezes. You can see this just blew the bottom of the stainless jug out, and it wasn't even sealed. So the idea is to drain that water and then get some RV antifreeze like this. But even when this stuff freezes, it does turn to a hard slush. This was actually a lot harder when I originally took it out, and that's only at about 10 degrees. All right, so here's the few steps I want you to take if there's a deep freeze tomorrow night. If it's not already out, remove your whole drain plug and leave it out. You don't want your boat filling up with water. Next, put your trim all the way down, because you'll see right here, there is water that gets trapped up in here, and you don't want to leave that in there. So you make sure to put that all the way down and let that baby drain out. All right, your next step is going to be draining both sides of the block. And if you come down on each side, you're going to see a drain on the bottom of your manifold, this little blue plastic here. And then on the block drain, you might also have an adapter with a blue plug, or you might have, like where my thumb is here, a threaded plug that you can just thread out and drain your block. So I loosen that 15mm plug, and you're just going to let all that water drain out into your bilge area. But look at that, it's not draining. So this is the most common mistake I see people do. They'll let this drain for a second and then call it a day. But no, you got to get yourself a wire, and you got to, there's always going to be sediment build up in the bottoms of these blocks. You got to make sure to get that all out of there and drain this thing fully. So once you get that flowing good, move over to the other side. Okay, and on the starboard side here, you can see there's an adapter, but on the bottom of it, there is a plastic plug. I've got my hand on right now, and same thing, remove that, but look at that, it's not draining. So you got to get in there and you got to get that sediment and rust buildup out of there. And I got this side draining, but it seems to still be a little bit clogged, so you might find it necessary to remove the entire adapter there, that big brass piece that threads into the block. All right, and with both sides draining, remove the plugs from the bottom of your manifolds. All right, back over to the port side here. Come down to this main big hose. A lot of time there'll be a power steering cooler mounted right here on like a lot of OMCs. And see, mine has a drain here. See, look at that. You can see plenty of water coming out of that bottom hose. So if you don't have the valve on the bottom like mine did, just loosen this clamp here and pop this bottom hose off to get the water out of there. All right, once all those ports are drained, take your wire and again, push it through just to make sure that there's no dirt blocking those holes, and then put all your plugs back in. All right, so that was the most crucial thing, is draining the block. The second most crucial item would be fogging the cylinders. The reason you want to use this is to prevent those bare steel cylinder walls from getting surface rust on them, and then you're going to end up with either a seized engine or an engine that burns oil. So the lazy way to do that, remove the top nut from your air cleaner assembly here, and then pop your air cleaner off. And ideally you want to do this with the engine running, or at least have somebody else go crank it while you spray this. But here's the lazy way. Just spray a whole bunch in there. We got the throttle flap closed, so it's going to just kind of fill up inside the carburetor here. And you can see a pool of oil sitting down there now, and then just go crank the engine over. And if she starts up like this one did, just shoot a little bit more in there until she shuts off. And you know what? They're fogged enough. Oh, and of course, if you have any water tanks under the deck, or a sink, or a toilet, make sure to drain the water out of there, and definitely get some RV antifreeze in those water systems, because that can be pricey to fix as well. And that's gonna wrap it up. Hopefully I got the point across for you, and I tried to keep this really brief. Again, if you have an expensive boat, I do encourage to do this right and get some antifreeze in there, and take a look at some of the other steps in my other video. Make sure to give this one a thumbs up, a comment, or maybe even subscribe to me if it helped you out. And again, I think I'll title this The Lazy Man's Way of Winterizing a Boat. I'm not saying this is the proper way, but I can tell you I've done it on dozens of friends' boats over the many years, and I've never seen an issue. So if you ain't got a lot of time on your hands or the money to pay somebody to do it properly, or you're just feeling lazy, drain your block and fog the cylinders, and everything's gonna be all right.